Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You Agrobia Akoso and Ashobia Akoso Switzerland, Zurich, and a course weekendy. Because of that, until me say men court Switzerland, I mean, you can come be quick. Nothing, Mimra. But before I make on, you know, as much as you say you promote high life music, and yet a
quick one. I think it's also happened on Audio Mac. I mean, the day he released a song on YouTube, it was uploaded by a different person. So later they reported and it was changed, and the other streams were transferred to him.
Perfect. Name toa and Komobiso, I make us say Zurich, Switzerland, Mamo. Adebia Koso, Eyema, ye industry no. Eyema industry because we want to promote high life music. The per se the high life music, echo amanone, echo babia obiasuma. But enema esese ye the high life ne kono, ye nyenye aka de ni ho. And ye na enuanom ase awmo Switzerland. Omo the program bi aba, program fe our master koso Switzerland. A fake crown on master and program no program be about promoting high life. Now your home videos ne pictures 1 or 2 be send a course so performances a call ne organizers ne crown sim be more can a person who say sa jumadio ye somua send ene juma kobu program be friend Afronation a big event pa Ghana ha baha ama yanyina yakobi and they call Portugal. Yeah, they call Miami. Yeah, they call Asia. Like Afronation, echo USB. And the idea is to promote Afrobeats. Yes, you are promoting high life. Events be promoting high life. Internet who win yes. Oh, and yeah, send it here. Agenda no, you bet me pushing a year. Now you have seen it. But episode performing or and organizers neso can in Sembi. The person just have videos me anyway na fair bar. Everything come on a fair. Misa say agenda way na Ghana for you here. Na ye dey push a high life music industry no. And I high life music genre no. And I say we nko 8 min yet. Na we dey betinya ya organizers no e mo be na say Ghana. Ye music industry e mo be na say de ma sa nipa koi. Yan ko Switzerland yan share videos 1 or 2 na fair ba. Ye metro an come on so.
They will listen for the
4, right here on this square, we are having another edition of the Ghana Day and Highlife Festival. Are you all happy for that? Let me hear you if you want to see this next year. Let me hear you scream. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, I have a Ghana Day. It's going to spread across Europe. We are going to be in Spain. We are going to be in France. We are going to be every corner in Europe, spreading highlife music and sustaining highlife music. Do you want to see highlife music sustained? Do you want to see highlife music sustained? Okay, I have a brother from Spain who wants to share just a word or two before we go. From the Ghana Diaspora Europe. Can we hear for him? Can I hear say yeah?
All right, so that was the voice of a brother, Philip James, who seems to be the lead organizer of this particular event. That is the Ghana Day Highlife Fest 2023. And some of us, we are for this because we want to compete heavily in the music space globally. Mate say one James of Free Switzerland Abeka and Sao Ghana how city. Mami meet me episode 1 or 2 bia. One James, good evening.
Good evening, Sammy.
Everything cool.
Everything be super. Everything is super. We're inside.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. We've been working on this for a very long time, and I'm happy that finally it has arrived. It has really arrived.
Beautiful. Now, let me take you to an earlier argument. Earlier we were on another platform and an argument came up. The argument was that why are we calling it Ghana Day? And when we call it Ghana Day, are we not limiting our audience? For instance, the person who was pushing for this argument said, when you look at Afronation does not have any limitation with any country or city name. It is Afronation for everybody who believes in the Afrobeat sound. But yours is Ghana Day. And Ghana Day makes it like, okay, it's only for Ghanaians, because if you are not a Ghanaian, what is Ghana Day for you about? Then I'm asking, as organizers, why the name Ghana Day, and how do you also influence others to participate in the Ghana Day celebration?
Oh, okay. So sometimes when I hear these kind of interactions, I tend to think like that people do not really research on the kind of statements they make. The reason being that Ghana Day and Highlife Festival, we all know how Highlife is our own authentic music, and how its own transcendent situation has made it not to really stand out like it's supposed to. The reason being that we have this kind of tendency of trying to do everything and then we end up doing nothing. We didn't just come up with Ghana Day and Highlife music just out of the blue. It went through extensive research with music history to follow suit. And I'll give you a typical example.
Okay.
Reggae music. It's a music genre that originated from Jamaica. Everybody knows that, right?
Sure.
The population of Jamaica is 2.8 million. 2.8 million people have been able to channel their attention to one music genre and have been able to make it global. It has not affected the impact of the genre, but rather it has given it what I call the 5 key points of music identity.
Okay.
One being, the first being cultural specific. So by we naming it Ghana Day Festival, we are trying to highlight the specific cultural heritage and traditions of Ghana, which allows the festival to focus on showcasing the unique aspects of Ghanaian culture, such as music, which is highlight music, dance, cuisine, and art. This specificity is supposed to be used to attract individuals with particular interest in Ghanaian culture and creating a more targeted and immense experience.
Okay.
That is the first one. Second is creating an authenticity and depth for Ghana music. And that is why we decided to center the festival around Ghana. So that we can actually delve deeper into our Ghanaian culture's richness. If you look at our regions in Ghana, and you take food, Ghana is one of the only countries you can actually eat 3-course meal for 1 week and not repeat a meal. And that is the depth and the authenticity of the Ghanaian, the richness of the Ghanaian culture. The third one is takes the community connection. Just like the Jamaicans use reggae to create that community connection and identity all over the world. Sammy, I know you traveled to the UK often. Did you see how proud the Jamaicans are when it comes to their music? And I will give you an example. Reggae music in 2002 at the Grammys was won by Soulja. That is white American band won the best Grammy award for reggae music.
True.
And the entire Jamaican community were so angry about it. And that is because of their community connection to reggae music as their own. The fourth one is reggae music has been the biggest tourism identity that has created an image for the country Jamaica. You cannot take that away from reggae music, from how that music has marketed the country Jamaica to become one of the first holiday destinations for people in Europe and America. Then we have the focus of trying to have the focus of differentiation, which sets this whole Ghana Day Festival apart from all other Afrocentric events or festivals that have developed as broader scopes but have no direction.
Okay.
I don't want to make specific claims because I don't want to talk down on any festival.
Okay.
And I want to really delve deeper into the focus and differentiation why we chose to name it Ghana Day. So on these 5 key points, it creates a more targeted audience and context.
Okay.
Not only for Ghana, but also for the music identity of our heritage.
So one James, well explained. But then my follow-up question will be, who is the target audience, or what is the target audience of the Ghana Day Highlife Fest? Is it only for Ghanaians living in the diaspora, or we are also looking at other nationals to be part of this?
Interestingly, during the Ghana Day Festival, even though it was predominantly Ghanaian songs and all that, we did have songs from Togo, Cameroon, Senegal on the day. Ghana has always been the gateway to Africa, like we say.
Okay.
When we started the Year of Return, it did not only attract African Americans, it attracted Europeans, white Europeans as well, that had interest in the rich African history and culture.
Okay.
These white people that wanted to create African history were all attracted to the Year of Return. So in a broader scale, the fact that you are actually having a panel, creating a panel target on an identity of your country doesn't mean the focus point is only for people that come from that region or come from that country. In a large broader scale, you are trying to create that interest for all other people to enjoy and be part of your cultural heritage.
I see. So if I am asking this, that is this going to be for only high life musicians, or a time will come that You have rappers, you have those who are doing drill music, you have people who are doing reggae and dance hall.
Afro dance.
Interestingly, we are only more focused on highlight music, but this goes deeper into music education. The highlight of the 70s was not the same as the highlight of the 80s. Neither was it the same highlight of the 90s. So focusing on highlight music has its own dynamic. Just like hip hop of the 90s and the current hip hop and the current mumblers doing hip hop. It's not the same. But the focus point is identifying the elements of the music that actually transcends into highlight music.
Okay.
And projecting it.
Okay. All right, so it means other genres would also be inculcated in it as much as they have the highlight thing in them. That's what you want to say, I guess.
Exactly. If it has the highlight theme in them, it's also a stage for them. Because the main focus of the festival is actually to protect and preserve the identity of highlight music. It doesn't mean highlight music cannot evolve. It has evolved with time, and it has evolved into other names.
Okay.
But what we are trying to do is to be able to give meaning and identity to it, and rather than allowing people to give it other foreign names.
I see. Now, whilst you were on the stage, you also talked about Highlife giving birth to Afrobeat and Afropop, and the fact that Highlife should be ahead of all these genres. And elsewhere, some people would take this as a politically incorrect statement. And I don't know how you would want to defend this.
It's interesting that people find a problem with what I said in terms of that statement. In music identity, if your focus point is to project what is truly the unique nature of a music identity, you cannot claim that it is derogatory to other music genres. The fact that reggae music was there before dancehall, and dancehall being an element birthed from reggae music, does not tear down dancehall. It only gives meaning to reggae music as the place or how do you call it? I need a way to put it clearly. Like penny the penny. You understand me? No matter the situation. You see. Penny only be a crown or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the original music genre that best others should not be given the space for it to kill the one that actually bests it.
Okay.
And that is what has happened to highlight music. If you've noticed, there is a reason why UNESCO has decided to adopt highlight music as an intangible cultural asset. The reason being that highlight music, in its own original form, actually gave birth to all these genres, and it cannot be left alone to die out. When all these genres are actually flourishing and growing. And that is why we decided to give it a space. And not only the space, to also give space for our legendary artists that have been retired prematurely to have something to look up to showcase their talent that has been far long overlooked. I'll give you an example. During the festival, when Hilife mounted the stage, and he started performing, I started tearing. You know why?
No.
I have tingles all over my body. And I could not believe that he has not graced any stage for so long. and even reading comments of people saying they didn't know that he was still alive.
I
was
see.
very disheartening.
But I see that there is a business fear here, knowing that just as you said, to preserve high life, you would need to bring some of these people, names like Ohiniba Kisi you just mentioned. Are they having the appeal to pull the numbers you're looking for you to make profit, and again for the event to look beautiful in the near future? Because we know those who are music consumers now, these are the Gen Zs, these are the young people. They might not have enough record of someone like the man we just mentioned, they might not have appeal for him like that. So if these people are going to be part of the high focus of the event, how about audience appeal, so you can also make your profit and what you put in?
Sammy, you know what? I think I watched one of your discussions, and one of your panel members said something about a Spotify playlist created. My team did that.
Oh, I see.
I will tell you something. You know what happened? During the festival, there was a QR code all over the festival page where people can just scan with their phones the QR code, and it takes them straight into the playlist.
Oh, I see.
Do you know the numbers that page made, to the extent that it came almost top second of almost 3 songs in just the space of 2 days? It all boils down to what you feed the Gen Zs.
Okay.
What we feed the Gen Zs is what the Gen Zs actually fall for.
Okay.
Today's Gen Zs are all over social media. What is trendy on social media is what they feed on. If we make highlight music the most trendiest music scene or music thing, the Gen Zs will fall into that space. And that is what happened on the day. Most of the people that were on the venue, right from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m., we closed the festival.
Wow.
We're the youngest Gen Zs.
Wow.
And there was no face. There was no face on the ground. Absolutely no face.
I see.
The police have to reinforce because of the numbers. The street police have to reinforce because of the numbers.
Wow.
And this way, Gen Z.
So it means that you are very satisfied with the attendance, with the numbers you saw over the weekend, right?
And this was a fact.
Yes, the maiden edition. I know.
This was the maiden edition. And this is not going to end there. We already have something in the pipeline that is going to be staged next in Spain and in Canada, America.
Wow.
Which is going to see. And the purpose being that if you want to sustain music, you need to create the space for that music.
That's true.
There is a reason why most artists now are all swaying into doing Afrobeat, because there is the Afrobeat space for them to shake it. Where is the highlight space?
That is one of the reasons we are so happy for this, because High Life doesn't have any propaganda tool in terms of promotion, and this particular event, the Ghana Day High Life Fest, should be that tool doing that for us. In wrapping up, how would you describe this event moving forward so it becomes more attractive to those who are non-Ghanaians, because that is the fear of those who are pushing that argument, the Ghana Day argument. How do you intend to push it so it becomes attractive to other people as well? Your last comment, then we wrap up on this.
Yeah, interestingly, people tend to think that you have to do everything to achieve something. And I always say, what we have started is actually the blueprint of what reggae music did back in the 70s. That currently one of the biggest festivals in Europe is the Rototom Festival, in Valencia, Spain. That records over 250,000 people. How many of these people are Jamaican? Not even 1%. So, projecting Ghana Day and Highlife music does not create that transcending situation that it is not going to attract people from other places. Osibisa was closing festivals that had less Ghanaians and more foreign nationals.
So one James, sorry, let me put this one through. If a business decision comes that we should call the event Highlife Music Festival instead of Ghana Day, would you opt for it? If a business decision comes that we should call the event Highlife Music Festival instead of Ghana Day, would you opt for that?
Why not? The reason why I will opt for it is one, because interestingly, we started it as Ghana Day and Highlife Festival. Okay. There is a language there. Someday it might end up being just the Highlife open air concert. But then the name and the country had already established itself as a domain for the music.
Beautiful.
So everything we did was strategic.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So if we take it away, after 4-5 seasons, and we take it away, anybody that keeps attending to that festival, if you say Highlife music, would definitely look up to Ghana. It's like you don't have to say Jamaican reggae anymore. But in the 70s, in the 60s, 70s, anytime you see reggae music, it was led by Jamaican reggae music.
Thank you so much.
How many people say Jamaican reggae music? They just say reggae
music. That is true. One James, we are sure going to talk again, and I know maybe till the next event happens, you might be passing through Ghana. I want to believe. So anytime you are here, we will continue. But maybe another time, we will surely call you so we continue with this conversation. I beg you.
Great. Thank you, Sammy. Definitely, when I'm in Ghana, I'll pass through.
Very well. We'll be talking. Bro. Adam Mesa sends his regards to you. Adam Mesa Chotome sends his regards to you.
Oh, Adam, I wanted to reach you, but we'll talk back.
Very well. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. So, you've heard everything one Jim said.
Yeah.
Moving forward, should we still maintain the Ghana date with the brand? So, because we are looking at how big this will become. So, other nationals, because the fear was that if it is Ghana Day, then to be like Ghana for one event.
I understand the point you're coming from. And when the name is changed, the second name you suggested with the Highlife, it still fits into the concept of the program. So it will not be any difficulty. For me, I think it's more about how they are able to pull things together and make it attractive. Because when the event is able to, get a lot of love, people will gravitate towards it regardless of the name, because of the activities and what they've seen. Like you told, he said, they are going to do a lot to ensure that the youth, the Gen Zs you were talking about love it, because he was saying that whatever you push to them, that is what they will consume. But now the dynamics has changed. Like in media, we know what we call the magic bullet theory. And
let me do this quick announcement. Robbie, maybe you guys can restart the Facebook Live thing, because those who are watching are giving me complaints. It's not stable, so you can start it again. Let's see if it will be stable now. Sorry about that. Yes.
All right. So the hypodermic needle theory and the magic bullet theory, like what you shoot into the head
of the people,
is what they. But now things have changed. Because music consumption has changed due to streaming platforms and others. So the youth have access to the phone. So if you leave them, then maybe 1 year you come and stage the show, they might be taken away. So what you have to do is you need to put in place conscious efforts that right after the program, it doesn't end there. There are other mechanisms so that the people come into contact with Hilife, so it will even make it easy for you to, get them the next time you are organizing. I think this is good. This is what we are talking about.
Okay.
We need some of these things for Hilife music, because at the end of the day, we have a role to play by plugging the music. And how do we plug it? We can plug it through individuals like this, putting up events which will at the end of the day sell Hilife, because you cannot just be in Ghana and do it. We need to have people like One James and his people in other parts of the world to promote it. This is a form of advert for Hilife music, and what it's going to do is it's going to build some level of awareness for brand Hilife. A lot of people went there. There were blacks from different countries and whites. This is also going to help promote the product, which is Hilife, and it's going to help us. At the end of the day, it will enhance the image and perception people have about it. They come, they experience it, and okay, this is how the Hilife is. Even if there are Ghanaians who have a certain perception, there are some Ghanaians who think Hilife is for the old. But when you go to a live event and Hilife is massa, the way it enters you, this serves as a platform to change the perception of even the old, not only the Gen Zs, about Hilife. And finally, it helps to differentiate Hilife from other competitors, like he was making a point on the platform. Revenue generation comes in, and clearly, we have that covert form of advertising where you constantly push. By the time they realize you are promoting, like what we are having on this is a form of covert advertising. Of course, it's not direct, but it is advertising. So that is how it is. So let's push it like this. Others in other Ghana Ghanaians in other parts of Europe and the world should also take you gradually. It will make sense.
Well, could you come through? I'm sure earlier some of the questions have been answered.
Sure. What I would say is God bless him for this. We have what we call patriotic entrepreneurs, and he is a clear example of that.
Massa.
What is Massa?
Patriotic entrepreneurs does not make business happen.
We are talking about business.
No, you are not getting it.
It's if you allow me to explain. The minute you heard the entrepreneur, know that there's business in there, but their interest goes beyond just fulfilling their life goals. They look at national interest, and that is why he will look at all the options and say, let me name it Hilife Ghana Day, because the other person will go and name it any name because he just want money. But this man goes beyond. They want to preserve Hilife, the culture. So we call them patriotic entrepreneurs. God bless him for that, for the mindset and for the initiative.
But I want to believe the patriotic entrepreneur thing will bring business and money on the table.
Entrepreneurship.
Wait. If it will not bring money on the table, then that patriotism we are pushing for might not make sense in the near future, because at the end of the day, if he does it on the note that I want to be patriotic, I want to make Ghana, not the event, because you know what will go into this? How many people they flew to Switzerland? It no be joke.
There was
patriotic now and Fasikama.
Okay, so this is different from charity. This is different from charity. Just that what they look out for. They look out for their personal reasons, business, and also a national interest. So things that people will ignore, because left for us alone. Why is it that our young artists, they don't fancy producing Hilife music? Because there are other genres that when you produce, you get your money. But a patriotic musician will put a cost. Okay, let me stick to it. Although I may not be earning too much, but the little that I'm earning, I have a supreme interest that I want to do something that will be a legacy that our culture and heritage will be preserved. So we have people like that. If we have more people of him, then it means we are blessed as a nation. What's left with every individual will just do anything that will benefit them. And when people embark on some of these endeavors, they know they have sat down and planned, forecasted. At times when we come with the other questions and all of that, because we are projecting from a different side. But I'm happy the way he answered all the questions that you put out to him, meaning that they have sat down, not him alone. A lot of research has gone into it, so they know what they are really going into.
Okay.
With Afronation and all of that, it takes some people to see the light.
Okay.
Smith and Osika also, they saw the need to do that, and they had their goals to connect African music, Afrobeat, R&B, and all of that, and these people to DS's Ghana music and Hilife. And already we have our bands doing that. When you see Santrophy, Banfra, this is the same songs they play, the authentic Hilife and all of that. And go and see how the response is. Go and see this white, they are controlling this white audience. So there is really a market out there. And some of these ways are how we can also push and preserve. Definitely the business will come. Even this first edition, there were sponsors and partners on that, on there. So they have seen the need to do that, and we just have to support it. But he shouldn't be worried when he doesn't see that massive support from Ghana. We know our people, we would rather ask questions. And then when you say, at the end, we rather than seeing the light and support. So like this, it wouldn't get massive publicity. People would not talk about it like we are doing for Yvonne. But he shouldn't be worried when he sees some of these things. He should just keep his patriotic entrepreneurial spirit. And one day, when we are calling names, we say a certain one James created this platform, and now it is all over.
We used to call him the same thing, a certain one James.
yes, back in the days.
Yes, true. Wrap up for me on that one. Now, me call me first breaking, bro.
One James is a patriotic entrepreneur.
Fast.
Oh yes, it is true. You see, I always cite this example, and it is valid to me. When for Afrobeat to become big, people saw beyond survival.
Okay.
The business sense now, you are talking about survival.
Exactly.
If it is about survival, then none of these genre like the Afrobeat and all that is making waves now would have been able to be big now. It is because certain people saw beyond survival. And that is what we are talking about. If left to survival alone, then we all go and do what is trending and just move forward. We take our money and we go.
Okay.
But people like One James and the rest are looking beyond survival. The time DJ Abrantier created his Afrobeat show, he had the luxury of towing to whatever was trending at that time.
Okay.
But he took the risk, saw beyond survival. And today, if we are mentioning the success of Afrobeat now, anywhere you mention Afrobeat, his name is mentioned.
Exactly.
And that's what we are talking about. For us to preserve the Hilife genre and even make it big, this is not the real size of Hilife if we want to open up the conversation. No, this is not the real size. And if we are to make it big or open it up like that, we will need certain platforms like this one. It will not only take our songs being streamed on DSPs. It is not that is not the only solution. And okay, I'm on forward better Hilife. No. It will take performances, people to host certain kind of events to conscientize them. And me, I like the initiative. Because look at the initiative of I am here, and we sometimes wonder why when we are talking about diaspora events, people say, oh, Ghana for the start here, the Ghanaians started doing this, and now we've lost all our promoters to why. I am asking myself, so what are these people doing? They still leave traces there. And that is what One James before I wrap up, once our data collection of how they are able to create a playlist for Hilife so that people can stream. You know what that means? That means that if episode of performing well, and all the artists that perform there, people are going to stream their songs, and it is not going to last for that particular day. So they are going to follow these artists until the next batch of artists comes. And that is how you continue that legacy. And the fact that they are going to make it a train, that they are going to move through Europe. This is a very fantastic idea. I would say God bless this platform for even treating it in the first place. At least,
all right.
I'm some form of encouragement to do more.
Well, we wish them well, and we pray that moving forward, this would also grow to the level of Afronation, that we are seeing it going from place to place. We want to do more to help our people.